Now, a humanitarian crisis is brewing in Gaza. Over 2 million of its residents are exposed to relentless Israeli bombing that has continued for over 2 weeks now. More than 4,300 people have been killed in Gaza so far, and most of them not associated with Hamas militant group. That led an unprecedented attack on Israel on 7th of October, killing 1,400 people and taking over 200 hostages. Israel is now executing a total siege, hundreds of thousands, to force Hamas release the hostages and to prepare for a ground invasion. But the civilians in Gaza are paying the price of the war. Without food, water and fuel, families in Gaza are forced to ration resources. Hygiene products have disappeared from supermarkets. Clean water is scarce. And with Israel ordering an evacuation of northern Gaza, thousands are moving into the already overpopulated south. The displaced people are now sleeping in cars, in mosques, out in the open. The price of clean water has more than doubled in Gaza following the war. Now a fresh threat is looming large on Gazans. Oxfam and United Nations agencies have warned that the collapse of water and sanitation services will soon spark bouts of cholera and other deadly infectious diseases if urgent humanitarian aid is not delivered. Most of Gaza's 65 sewage pumping stations and all 5 of its wastewater treatment facilities have been forced to stop operations. Desalination plants have stopped working and municipalities are unable to pump water to residential areas because of the power shortage. Some people in Gaza are relying on the salty tap water from the enclave's only aquifer, which is contaminated with sewage and seawater, or have resorted to just drinking seawater. Others are being forced to drink from farm wells. So fears are growing that dehydration and waterborne diseases will lead to a greater humanitarian catastrophe. That too at a time when 4 out of 34 hospitals in Gaza are no longer operational. Others are overwhelmed with injured patients and families in need of shelter. Agencies say more humanitarian aid needs to flow into Gaza urgently.